Hello traders, welcome back to Expert Forex channel. In today's video we will be analyzing gold price action. Currently, gold is facing some selling pressure due to profit taking after the recent rally and also because of the strong US dollar. Gold tested the key resistance level at around $1834 and failed to break it decisively. The XAU-USD pair is slightly down on the day, but still holding above the 1820 level. In this video, I'll show you where the price of gold might go next. But before we do that, if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on our upcoming videos. Currently, gold is facing some selling pressure after rallying more than 1.4% in the previous 2 days. Some traders are taking profits and exiting their long positions, which is resulting in profit booking in the precious metal. Moreover, the US dollar index is up 0.2% against its rivals, making the dollar-denominated commodity more expensive for holders of other currencies. This is resulting in selling pressure on gold prices. However, gold has found some support at around 1820 levels as worries over the Fed's independence lend some support to the gold price. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell's comments that the central bank won't hesitate to raise interest rates further if needed has increased the odds of a 75 basis point rate hike in September, which in turn will push the dollar higher. A stronger dollar usually weighs on gold prices, but in this case, the market is pricing in a worst-case scenario. If the Fed fails to rein in inflation, the damage to the economy could be so severe that it would force the central bank to reverse course. And that's why gold is rallying. As traders, we have to consider all possibilities while trading. Just because gold is currently trading at these levels does not mean that it will always trade at these levels. There are various factors that can cause the price of gold to fluctuate, and it's important to be aware of them. Now let's look at the technical picture. Gold is currently trading below its all-important resistance level of $1834. The RSI is below the 70 level, indicating that the market is not overbought. However, the MACD is bearish, suggesting that the selling pressure may continue in the short term. Now let's look at the price action. Gold has been consolidating in a range between $1810 and $1834. If the price of gold breaks above the resistance level of $1834, then we can expect the gold price to go up to the next resistance level of $1850. On the other hand, if the price of gold falls below the support level of $1810, then we can expect the gold price to fall to the next support level of $1795. Traders are now looking ahead to the US July PCE inflation report later on Friday for fresh impetus. The Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index, which is the Fed's preferred inflation gauge, is expected to rise at 0.5% in June, after increasing 0.7% in May. If the actual print matches the market expectations, it would indicate that inflation is starting to cool down, which should reassure the Fed that its rate hikes are having the desired effect. In that case, the dollar could strengthen, putting downward pressure on gold prices. However, if the inflation data disappoints and comes in lower than expected, it could raise concerns that the Fed may need to keep interest rates higher for longer to get inflation under control. In that case, the dollar could weaken, which would boost gold prices. To summarize, gold is currently facing selling pressure due to profit taking and a strong US dollar. Worries over the Fed's independence lend some support to the gold price. The next key event for gold traders will be the release of the US July PCE inflation report later on Friday. If the inflation data disappoints and comes in lower than expected, we could see a sharp rise in gold prices as the market would begin to price in a more aggressive Fed rate hike in September. However, if the inflation data comes in line with market expectations, we could see gold prices fall as the market would begin to price in a less aggressive Fed rate hike in September. Now, tell me in the comments, what do you think will happen to the gold price? Will it go up or will it go down? That's all from me for today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.